What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome back to Airport CEO and our recreation of the Geneva Airport. Taking a look at all the people that we got coming through. It's only 2,000, but just a very tiny, cramped space here. And hopefully they'll be able to all get checked in. We're sitting at 1.2 mil. We've got all of the stands working. We'll pop up upstairs for a second. We do not have the large ones up. That's going to be down the road. I want to try and get the check-in area and all this taken care of. But haven't done a whole lot in between episodes. All the stands do not have any vehicles assigned to them. Did come through, though. We have our French sector over here. This one is also going to go into the French sector as well. So both these two stands are going to be French because these chairs... Well, I know, thanks. Those chairs are going to go away. There is a restaurant that's down over here, so we're going to do something like that. I'm not going to build the restaurant today, but it kind of lives over here. It's small. It's roughly the same size as the bathroom, maybe a little bit bigger. But I think that's where they do all the food prep, and that lives basically in line with the bathroom. So it's going to live kind of over here. And there's a bunch of seating in this same area. So kind of like out there. This is going to be isolated from the French sector. Obviously can't do that just yet until we've got, well, everything else laid out. But it's got hardwood. This is all kind of seating. Again, your food areas over in the front. There's kind of a bar in front of the food prep area. There's a couple of, I guess, buffet style tables that are over here. But that's going to be for another day. After the French sector, we've got a 10, 9, 8, and then I need to rechange some of the numbers because this should actually be a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is the end of the last jetway. Kind of sticks out from over here, and this building is angled right about like through here, but I'm going to leave it as it is because we do need to figure out where the stairs go down here to access the D pier. And so the stairs kind of sit right over here. So we'll have to fudge the end of this a little bit. The walkway here does connect all the way across. I'm not going to do that because I know as soon as I do, passengers are going to decide to wander around over there. Just like, you know what? I'm going to make this a staff only. Because I don't need passengers wandering around over here. I don't have you zoned correctly, which is a little bit of a problem. There we go. Everything else seems to be okay. Yeah, C is going to be down the road. Let's figure this out. What's the problem here? Oh, the problem is the subway. Well, we're going to delete that subway out anyway, so I'm sorry. I guess we can do that to kind of clear out some of this people. We'll speed things up. Today, we need to figure out the front portion. Lay it out the best we can for right now, because then we can kind of finish up the terminal area up at the top here. Oh, I need more sidewalk, apparently. By helicopter. But in order to do that, we're going to kind of need to move all of this, which is going to be a lot. Vehicles, I don't think we're going to deal with that necessarily today, so pick up, drop off, parking, all of that's going to be down the road. But we will do a temporary one to at least move the parking and drop-off area a little bit so that we can, bump this whole section out. Let's pause for a second. Where's the end here? I'm going to take those two out. We're going to need a contractor site. We're going to need a delivery site because we're going to get rid of all of this. We are going to need some bus stops. We're going to need some car stops. Again, this is all absolutely temporary, which is why I'm just kind of throwing it out here. That'll work. I kind of want to come in through the side here so that people can still access check-in. I don't think we're going to move check-in today because that's a lot of check-in stands. And I don't know how well the game's going to do. Do I have that zone? Oh, I do have this zone. We're going to de-zone that so that passengers can still get in. And I think I'm just going to do a single row of sidewalk all the way down to, say, there. We will get a subway right there to handle kind of the crush of pedestrian traffic. And we will go ahead and let that run. So up here, this wall here that we added in, I believe at the end of the last episode, we're going to leave that where it is. There is a little food shop down here on the corner, and then there are regular shops over here. And I kind of want to get some terminal foundation, bump it down to, say, somewhere down here, and then kind of lay out the rest. That stairway's got to go because security ends up living basically right here. So that's kind of what we're looking at today, is to move security down and redo this nightmare. Can't do anything until all of this gets built. You guys are working hard on the road. Let's move that stairway. Again, absolutely temporary. That is still zoned as secure. Okay, well, we can undo that because forgot that even was a thing there. And we will just drop you in there. It's kind of out of the way. I don't know if that's necessarily going to stay there. Where are we at? 10, 9, 8. So at the end of 8, are you gate 8? Yeah. So the portion where the food is basically ends where at the end of 8. So it's going to go to probably about the edge of this taxi stand. We can take this stairwell out. And there we go. We got a bunch of people waiting on buses. We've got people coming in from the subway, and this is going to get real messy real quick. We'll come up here and just... Oh, I'm not even on the correct floor. Let's try that again. And, oh, that was probably bad. Because now we're going to have a bunch of people just standing around, aren't we? Yeah, that might have been bad. I'm going to take this wall. Oh, I know. I'm going to take that wall out if I can. Maybe not. Yeah, you're going to just take all of it out. Okay. Come upstairs for a second. So you're going to take all the rest, but not those. Okay, well. I'm going to take them out. We'll take all of them. So I am going to come over to, say, here. Where's 8? 8 is about here. Do that and that. Let's pause. So we could take this wall out. Oh, that might not be enough space. Power surge. Okay, that's not great. But we'll get things fixed real quick. Create a little bit of a problem. Okay, so it looks like everybody's kind of gotten out of the drop-off area. This might actually be relatively close to where it should be. What's the problem here? Oh, you're an employee and you can't get there. You're gonna have to just go through like everybody else. Let's take a quick look here. This wall's gonna need to move. And it's gonna need to move because this doesn't actually exist. There's a little bit of space in between the walkway over here and the shops. So regarding the shops, they're relatively small. There's not a lot. There's a duty-free premium store. There's a caviar house. There's a Mont Blanc. There we go. Easy for me to say. Then there is a giant fashion gallery in the middle here. So as soon as these guys will finish building stuff, I'll be able to actually get stuff in place. And all along here, where the walk-a-lator is, are a bunch of windows. And I've got those going the wrong direction. So let's put them where they're supposed to be. 3, and I can't do any more. There are windows here at the back of the stores. However, they are frosted. So you can't actually, they're relatively, they're somewhere between translucent and opaque, if you really want to be technical. So there's a small food room over here. Sprungly. I don't think I have a description of it. Oh, it's a confectionery store. You're going to give me a description? No. Apparently, it's a delicious chocolate maker. And they've got a little chocolate shop right here on the corner. You know what? Let's just... Oh, that's not zoned. In fact, I'm going to do somewhere over here, I guess. We'll at least get a food room in here real quick since we can. It doesn't go all the way down, but given the fact that we're going to need to go all the way down to, get the game to recognize that I've got enough space there to, get a shop in there. Otherwise, there's just kind of a wall But around the front, there's a bunch of display cases of chocolate. So I don't know if it's necessarily a display fridge, but we will, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then, nope, nope, nope. Can I do a counter there? Is that going to look horrifically weird? It'll be fine. It looks like there is a register on the inside, but I'm going to do one here. And I think I'm going to do one over here. We'll do another display fridge there and there. There's a pillar that lives there. And then, I guess we can get away with some snacks back here. There's a bunch of chocolate along the wall. And then, looks like it comes forward and over. Say, here. Maybe we won't do that. That seems to cut off things a little bit, because there is service counter and run service counter like, take that guy out. We'll run it like that. And then there is wall behind the display cases. And I just dezoned that, didn't I? There we go. But we have our first shop. Maybe people will be happy they can get themselves some chocolate. It might be Bell Beer. I think that's the only thing we have of this current size. Yeah. Bell Beer it is. Wherever it went, there it is. Because everything else needs a tables, chairs, and all of that's out here. Let's go ahead. What's the problem here? Check-in desk is blocked. Because we don't have enough check-in desks? I'm sure that will sort itself out here momentarily. I want to get a little bit of tile through, I guess, here for right now. And over here. Okay. I'm not going to actually do shops today. I just want to lay out where security is going. Where is 8? 10, 9, 8. So it is down here. Okay. So basically, there's a walkway that comes down this way. Shops. There's a weird... what's the... just a weird pass-through here. There's an elevator. Actually, this will probably have to slide, because it lives right about here. I just need to get a better view to figure out the shop situation. This comes down. We're going to do 3. There's bathrooms down here on this corner. Which... how big are these guys? 1, 2... essentially 3 wide. So yeah, that'll work well down here on the corner. And then the rest of this is going to be a single large shop. I'm just going to break it up into smaller shops. Yes, you could do an elevator in the middle of a shop. Okay, I was trying to remember whether or not you could or not. Because there's an elevator that lives over here that takes you up to the mezzanine level where you've got a bunch of lounges, which we might have to adjust because I think those lounges sit here and it might cross over this floor that doesn't actually exist. Down over here is going to be a food room. It's actually several. It's a Bistro Geneva, but I think it's got a couple. It's got a little bar area. It's got places for you to sit and eat, and I think it's got a couple different smaller shops or restaurants in there. The flooring I'm going to use for right now to just kind of map out where things are going to go. So, bathrooms, shops, shops. Opposite that is security. And whenever I mean security sits literally here. Well, I think we'll bump it down 2 squares. There's a small amount of space in order to, get your stuff together from where you were before. Get your bags and the like. I am just going to take these and put them in here. But yeah, it's a lot of the airport itself is very compact. So I'm just going to do that right now. It gets us bathrooms. Another set of bathrooms. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. I think this one's going to have to go. But I will figure that out down the road. Security. So you are secure. And in fact, we're going to take it all the way down to here. And I guess we might as well take it all the way across. Okay, we'll go ahead and run things. The security, there's a Rolex and a Hermes right here. Rolex is on this corner. It actually comes out even with the front of here. So the shops actually come all the way out to here. We can do this for right now just to make sure I know where things are going. We'll kind of mark things out with tile. I'm kind of surprised people are coming down here to use the bathrooms. Security, that's what we were working on. So, if this is the front, by helicopter, the security sits about here. We'll tuck it over. We'll tuck it here. That'll work. There is a air watch center next to it. So we're going to add a wall that'll go right here. So there's a couple other shops. There's a Our Passion, HOUR, like the time, because it's a watch store. There's an Omega. There's a Ralph Lauren. And a, Briesel Koning. The pretzel shop. I'm probably butchering that pronunciation. And then up over here is the main duty-free shop. And then you've got just kind of a central area here There, I believe, is an escalator up here that takes you upstairs to a smoking room. Why have you guys not built that yet? I'm kind of surprised, actually, that you're taking so long on that. I want to have a queue in here before we go too far, which is why I'm only doing one, because then I can just copy and paste it. Thank you. You guys are taking your time. I actually want to get rid of that one wall. So we'll add the queue into there. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can just copy the entire queue. And we don't need that many because, I mean, we've only got 1,600 passengers. So it's not like we're running a bunch of people through. So I think we're going to do 4. Then over here is a priority lane. So there's a wall that comes up about halfway. And I guess we'll take it down to here. Somewhere over here is another wall. And that takes you to security check access 4. Don't know what the different accesses are, but over here is security access 1 and 2. And then over here is 4. I have no idea where 3 is. And I'm not going to lie, I'm hesitant. Going back and forth on if I want 4 or 5. Because I don't... I'm struggling to figure out what the needs of the airport are going to be. Do we need... Because it's going to be 4, and I think we're going to do 1 more over here. That is a ton of people. Where is... I'm trying to figure out where on the side here these are pretty well in the middle. So what is that? That's 5 that way. So it's 5 this way. So it puts us to about here. So that would basically be the corner. Medium unspecified. Well, we've got unspecified assistance. Here, you can go there. So, shops. Where is... How big are you? 2 and 2. Oh, you're considerably... Because down here, I'm trying to figure out placement on the fly here. There is essentially windows. It's a half wall that overlooks down below. But this is that's the size of the walkway. So there's not a lot. Give me zoning. So that's 1, 2. So it's got to come up to about here. I think that'll be fine. Give me one of these guys, and we'll rotate, and drop you in right there. And this comes across to here. This comes across to somewhere over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're kind of the edge of things. It's interesting because Google Maps doesn't have that as a security area. Neither does one of the maps, but my map that I'm pulling from the airport does have a security check over here. But I've got video also of somebody going through a security over here, so I'm going to go with this being a security area. And in fact, I'm going to leave that so I know where the edge is. This does come a little further over. So this is going to be kind of the edge of the duty-free main store. And there's a little bit more shops in this area. I'm just going to take this all the way over for right now because I don't know what we're doing over here just yet. And we'll do that. So that takes care of security. This is going to go over here. I can't do anything more than that for right now. This can all go. I'm going to delete all of them. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyways because I need to see whether or not we do need to move security or increase the amount of security that we have, or if having 5 security desks is going to be enough. Meanwhile, I'm going to open up this wall. We do have a hangar, so we're okay there. So in front of the security area, again, there's kind of an overhang that is open to below. No, not there, because there's an... Oh, I didn't put the priority. The priority, I'm going to use a small one, and that is going to be for staff. I'm actually going to take out those two in order... That is a ton of people. That's a lot of people. We might have to hold off on this for a little bit. Yeah, we don't have planes backing up. But I don't know, once we get the large flights, how bad this is going to get. We might need another one up here. But I want an elevator. And an elevator lives here? Does now. And then right next to the elevator, there's an escalator up. And an escalator up. And we'll come across like so. And we'll come across like so. You guys can stay just like that. And this is the main way up to the second floor. there is another one that's down about here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to grab this. We'll take the window too. And you're going to live... Slide it over a little bit. Say there. Then I need to get this guy, because that didn't pull stairs or windows. And you live there. And so that'll take care of the ability for people to get up here. It's thinning out a little bit. I think if I spread out the flights, I think that will also kind of help things. Cisco, we don't have like a billion flights within like 30 minutes of each other. Because we're sitting at 71 flights. Tomorrow we've got 69. So we're in the 70 range. Which isn't too bad. I'm going to take that guy out. And then that way everybody will just come up the stairs over here. I guess we can get rid of you, and I guess we can get rid of you. And then in between is... This whole area is just open to below. Oh, there we go. I think we're going to need more security. Oh, ever so slightly off. I may end up moving that other one. I think we're going to need another security desk. So we will take those walls out. There is... The only thing left over here, there is a set of bathrooms. And then there's a small little shop area. And by small, I mean it's small kiosk. There's a pharmacy down here. There's a small chocolate kiosk. And then there's kind of a food area where you've got a McDonald's, you've got a Starbucks, a couple smaller places, and then there's a indoor-outdoor terrace that has a bunch of seating. So we're not losing a whole lot. Let's get that zoned, and then we will get... Nope. Thank you. We'll go ahead and we'll add you. Do a wall there. Give me a small security desk for our priority lane. And it basically just kind of empties out into the security area back here. Same tile. Best that I've seen. In fact, it comes down through here. And we will come all the way over to, say, here. I think having this other one in here, that is not in the correct place. I just realized. This needs to be down here. There we go. Let's try that again. And we'll do just a small little wall there. I mean, I suppose this could stay where it's at, but we'll go ahead and take it out. Do you guys want to build this real quick so I can make sure it's set for staff? That'd be great. Otherwise, this wall here just comes over here. And this goes over, not valid, why? Oh. This is going to go over there, and we've got a food room that's going to go in. It looks like there is another pass-through here to go from the back of the food room, and you can just kind of exit and head across. I don't know if we'll add that in, just to get people to do some shopping. Oh. Missed it. No passengers, just staff. But that's basically the front section. This whole thing goes. This goes down here. And we can go ahead and expand the walls a little bit. And I think this is only going to go to this area here. But we've got security moved. We've got where the shops are laid out. And people do seem to be getting processed through. Which I think we're okay just having the 5. I don't want to go too much more than that. I will extend this wall to here. Both for symmetry, and there's a little bit of a wall. It looks like in some of the pictures and video that there is like automated passport control here. But since we are doing passports up here as well as over here, we will just kind of leave this as it is. I'm not going to deal with passport control here. That's a lot of people. But that's going to be something we keep an eye on going forward. I think next time maybe we will look at moving all of the check-ins down here. We've got shops that we can add in, and I kind of also want to get this laid out and finished and figuring out where the connections there is going to be. So we still have quite a bit to go, but things are progressing. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, though. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in Airport CEO. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day.